Welcome to Retiring from Driving, It's Not the End workshop, brought to you by the Parkway Center's Way to Go program of Oneida and Herkimer counties. Through the course of this presentation, we will talk about the options available to you when it's time to let someone else take the wheel and how to effectively plan for that time. Some of you may have already begun adjusting your driving habits, and you may not have even realized it. Have you stopped driving at night? Do you avoid taking left-hand turns, especially at busy intersections? Do you take your trips at peak hours or avoid the rush hour traffic? Do you take the long way in order to avoid the highway? Or how about skipping trips in bad weather? These are all ways that we edit our own driving to make ourselves more comfortable on the road. So let's talk about some of the reasons we might want to make these changes. Changes in vision can cause problems with headlight glare, night blindness, loss of peripheral vision can impact blind spots, and worsening overall vision can have an effect on your driving skills. Some physical changes, such as pain or difficulty looking over your shoulder, can cause blind spots to increase. Trouble moving your foot from the gas pedal to the brake pedal will have an effect on reaction times. And weakness, such as in your hands, for example, can cause a loosened grip on the steering wheel. Confusion at traffic signals or signs, getting lost on normal routes, hesitation merging or changing lanes can cause an overall lack of confidence in our driving skills. Additionally, any new health issues, changes in medication, especially medications that can make you sleepy, dizzy, or that can cause seizures or loss of consciousness, or any new medical diagnosis is a reason to reevaluate your driving with your doctor. Other people may choose to alter their driving habits due to the cost of owning and maintaining a car, which is the most expensive way to travel. We actually, on average, spend more on cars than we do on food. And there's always the environmental reasons. Some may want to be kinder to Mother Earth and reduce their carbon footprint. So what happens if you passed all of your tests, the doctor gave you a clean bill of health, and you are comfortable and confident behind the wheel? Then this is the perfect time to start planning for the future. If you take the time now to make a plan for retiring from driving, it will be much easier to take those steps down the road when you are ready. Regardless of whether you plan on retiring from driving next week or in 10 years, creating a plan for your transportation is key. So that brings us to step 1 of creating your plan. Where are you going? Knowing where you need to go is a key initial step to finding out the best way to get there. You can use a simple worksheet that can be found on our website at theparkwaycenter.org to help you. First, list all of the places you go regularly and how you get there now. Make sure to include your doctor's appointments, grocery shopping, and other errands, and don't forget to list social activities such as card games or family gatherings. Now that you know where you're going, step 2 is knowing your options on how to get there. Many modes of transportation exist, such as ride-sharing, ride-hailing, taxis, buses, trains, as well as walking and bicycling. Not all of these modes will work for everyone, but you can mix and match modes to find the right plan for your needs. Many people enjoy the low cost and freedom of getting around on foot or by bicycle. Getting active can also boost your health and can be a fun activity with family or friends. Some of the health benefits of walking include increased strength, muscle building, strengthened bones, improved cognitive function, and it can decrease your chance of cardiovascular disease and arthritis. Cycling is the ultimate low-impact exercise, and the health benefits can include increased strength, muscle building, improved cognitive function, and balance. Charter buses are also a great option if you would like to take a trip further away. Bernie Bus and Greyhound provide longer distance bus service, and tickets can be purchased in several ways, including online, by phone, at the station, or a qualified retailer such as your local 7-Eleven. If you would prefer to travel by train, Bullard Transportation Center at Union Station is a train station served by Amtrak and the Adirondack Scenic Railroad. Both have online ticket purchasing options, and you can purchase tickets for Amtrak at the station, from a ticket agent or a kiosk, or through a travel agent. Taxicabs are a convenient way to get around if you don't have the ability or desire to drive yourself. Many people take taxis for all of their needs, including grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, and even the airport. If you are able to coordinate trips with family, friends, or neighbors, you can even save some money on your cab ride. Be sure to check with the company to see if any extra charges apply for additional stops before you book. Medical taxis are also a great option for those who use mobility aids such as wheelchairs, and many services offer door-to-door service upon request. If a ride is needed with additional medical support, you have the option of an ambulette service, which is equipped with the same or similar medical support as an ambulance, and many have trained medical professionals accompany the riders. With all of these options, it's important to shop around for the best price and ask about what services they offer and additional fees for any of those services. More information and contact numbers can be found at the Way to Go page on the Parkway Center's website. Some refer to this mode as ride sharing, while others call it carpooling. But either way, sharing a ride is a great way to get around, and you can be social at the same time. Sharing rides can cut costs and your carbon footprint by half or more, and they are simple to set up. There are many ways to start a rideshare in your community. The easiest way is talking to people. If your neighbors shop at the same store, why not go together? Or if you live somewhere with a community board, see if you can start a rideshare section where people can sign up with where they would like to go and if they would like to drive or ride. There are some things to remember when sharing rides, and the most important is that everyone involved should be comfortable, and that means several things. First of all, if you don't feel comfortable sharing a ride with a specific person, then don't. You should be polite in declining, but you are under no obligation to share a ride with anyone, even if you do sign up on a rideshare board. Also, everyone involved in the rideshare should discuss the terms and rules for the ride before the ride happens. For example, will eating, drinking, or smoking be allowed in the vehicle? Is anyone allergic to heavy perfumes? Who will cover the cost of the ride? And this is something that must be handled between you. No set standards exist. But some examples are a 1-for-1, where you take turns using your own vehicles and no money is exchanged. And some people, when they do exchange money, decide on a flat rate per trip, while others, it depends how far they are going each time. The most important thing is to get it all settled before it's time to go. Now that you know what your options are, it's time for step 3, putting it all together. So go ahead and pull your worksheet back out and take a look at how you get to the places you need to go now. Are there friends that you can share a ride with to the hairdresser? Is there a convenient bus line to your doctor's office? Once you have your plan on paper, it's time to move on to step 4, testing it out. You can test out as many modes of transportation as you need to until you find the ones that work best for each trip. It doesn't have to be perfect on the first try. Now there's one more step to follow after you've created your plan, and that is to check back often. Things change all the time, and it's good to know before you go if there's a change in a bus route, schedule of times, or a change in your carpool buddy's driving habits. It's a good idea to keep tabs on all of your preferred modes of transportation so you're not caught off guard when you need them. And remember, it's not all or nothing. Even trying one trip with an alternate mode of transportation is a good start, and you might find that you enjoy it more than driving. By starting early, you can gradually change your transportation habits and become healthier and more social at the same time. Thank you for joining us for the Retiring from Driving workshop. For more information on any of the transportation modes we talked about today, please visit the Way to Go Transportation Options section of our website at theparkwaycenter.org or give us a call at 315-624-9932.